If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, a battle here in the NFL playoffs. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Southern California. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Mahomes going to start this one with a throw. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy and mark him down up beyond the 30. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Khalil Mack in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down. Play action here. Mahomes. This one. A deep shot for Rice. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Mahomes to Rice for a big play. A gain of 57 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's a 2nd and 6.
At the Chargers' 14-yard line.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. That is caught by the tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Just an ideal start, Mike. You're on the road, you're in the playoffs. Anytime you can go down there and end with a score, it just takes the crowd down a notch. They've been tailgating. They've wanted to start this game hot. Maybe let doubt start to creep in that I know we're playing a game at home, but man, These guys came to play.
Chiefs 7, Chargers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's the rookie out of North Carolina, Marion Hampton. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 33, here's second and 2. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Black 80, black.
They do go for it. It's Herbert. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Turnover on down.
So the message this coach is sending to his huddle is very clear. It's, hey, guys, I got all the confidence in the world. We're going to be aggressive all day. We're not afraid to fail. We are going to try to score on every possession. And as a player, you can't help but love that.
A first down throw for Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It'll be first and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very...
And he's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Now Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Now it's Herbert. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cooks.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And in motion is Brown. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. Room to run past the 30. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down, Chiefs.
Yellow.
A give here to Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. One quarter in the books in round one of these AFC playoffs. 14-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They need to get to the 22, but now face the 3rd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. That That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On second down, Mahomes. That one pulled in by Brown. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Mahomes going to throw here on third down. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, KC. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver falls incomplete.
So at this stage of the game, Mike, that whole sideline, they're looking up at that scoreboard. They see the donut up there, and they're saying, we've got to get something going. You become a little desperate. You start pressing. In this case, they try to push something downfield, deep pass, incomplete. You've got to find a way to generate possessions while still searching for these big plays.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. His throw left side is complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg. Could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help. I do it for you.
Yellow. Hey, already.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
I don't need to.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. A ball deep for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is McConkey. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Number 7. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Herbert. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most. And I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. On the return is McConkey. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Everybody rockin' side to side to the beat. Snapping night, big drinks, bouncing to the groove. All by themselves, that's the new move. Where I'm from, she like to go dumb. I'm smoking up the game, I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't showed it what they call it. She said the boom power, fast straight from Bankhead. Ready? Run!
Set. Ready.
On first down, Herbert. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one.
Makes it second
And it'll bring up second down.
21-yard line.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is a big play for L.A. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Set. Set.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and this one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll try again here. Second and 10.
Set. Reel it.
Herbert to the air again. Forced to his right. Now he'll air one out. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
But while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal at the 3-yard
Herbert
line.
to the air again. That one taken in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
go three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Motion man is Rice. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Mahomes connects with Kelsey for a big one. Pickup of 46 yards. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's into the hands of Worthy. To the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Chargers 14. Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now a play fake. Herbert flush to his right. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Chargers back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Chargers 21. Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. Down the sideline. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 71 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return is McConkey. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. The ball comes out. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Set. Delta, set. Set.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Shotgun now for Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
You got motion man right there. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Hey, Kappa, 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 Kappa. Set.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Chargers. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer.
42. Chargers 28.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Play action here. Mahomes, he's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is brought in. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Chiefs 49. Chargers 28.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. safe kick taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set. Ready. What is it?
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he will go all the way. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker, good with the extra point. As the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit.
Chargers 35. Cameron Dicker to kick
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. And he'll be stopped short of first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll send Worthy in motion. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. in a moment. On fourth down, the Chiefs send out Matt Ariza to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Set.
They'll drop to throw. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Amarian Hampton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Forced out wide. Now the ball thrown deep for Johnston. That's caught. And he will score. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown Chargers. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The Chargers will line up for
now Herbert again. Moving outside the pocket. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. RPO, and they'll throw it to Rice.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It is 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Open man, that's the tight end, Gray. Big strides, look at him go. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They put Kelsey in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey, and they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Here we go. One final play. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. Stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs as they are moving on. They got into the playoffs as a wild card. They get the win away from home in the opening round. Now they'll regroup and get ready for the divisional round next weekend. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
You heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king, I told you. Hop in and let the journey begin. Fate, a shiny place, let you someone for all his face. So full of praise, I just wanna get that up and down. We're moving on around, we're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show you my world, where the beat goes up and down. Let me open the door. Elevator operator. Like him, I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hands up in the sky, and we keep getting imagine down, that you cannot deny. We're growing light, it's shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. We wanna go up and down. We're moving on around. We're going up and down. We're moving on around. I wanna show.
Check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't statements, that's crazy. How'd you know that? I keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that.